You
Is the
think you
agenda
know who you
finalized
work
yet?
with,
It
the
should be up on the
managers,
main screen
the
now.
coworkers, the
Good, let's dive
interns,
right into the
the
market
folks who clock
analysis.
in every morning. But let me let you in on a secret. Your office has another employee. It doesn't take lunch breaks, never calls in sick, and certainly never gossips at the coffee machine. It's always awake, always alert. I'm talking about artificial intelligence, the invisible employee you probably never met, but who's been clocking in long before you started your day.
Is the
Imagine
agenda
this.
finalized yet?
It
Before
should
you
be up
even
on the main
swipe your
screen now.
badge, AI
Good, let's
systems are
dive right
already
into
at
the market
work.
analysis.
They're handling overnight emails, updating task lists, analyzing last week's performance dashboards. The digital heartbeat of your workplace starts long before the first human foot hits the floor. Doesn't that make you wonder how much of your daily workflow is actually designed by humans? And how much is orchestrated by algorithms? No. You might be thinking, sure, maybe tech companies use AI, but not my job. Let me tell you, nearly every modern company uses some layer of AI, even if they keep it disguised as automation or smart analytics. The truth?
Is the
AI
agenda
isn't
finalized
just
yet?
helping out.
It should be up
It's
on the main
running the
screen
hidden
now.
infrastructure
Good,
that
let's
keeps your
dive right into
entire
the market
workday humming
analysis.
along, from HR to the CEO's desk. Let's set the scene. You clock in. But it's not just your shift that begins, your data does. Every login, every click, every message, every little mistake, AI tracks it all. It's the world's most diligent employee, and it's already shaping your career in ways you might never notice. So, how deep does this rabbit hole go? Stick around as we expose the secret AI tools already running your office. Welcome to the reality your job never told you about. The AI-powered office, where the most important worker is the one you never see, but who sees everything you do. Before you ever shake hands with a hiring manager, your career is judged by a system that never blinks. More than 80% of large companies now use applicant tracking systems, ATS, for short, powered by AI to weed through the applicant pile. But these aren't just fancy word processors. They're pattern seekers, parsing your resume for keywords, experience gaps, even formatting quirks. If your resume doesn't match the algorithm's hidden criteria, you're out before a human ever learns your name. Now, some of you might be thinking, but I'm a great communicator. I'll shine in an interview. Here's the twist. AI also runs your video interviews. Facial recognition models think emotion detection and trustworthiness markers, analyze your expressions, tone, even your eye movement. Your entire personality can be compressed into a single score. Imagine competing against thousands, but the real judge is a machine trained on millions of faces. Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine aced every interview, except she never got called. Turns out, she used a creative resume format that the AI couldn't interpret. The recruiter never saw her application. That's the power and danger of algorithmic gatekeeping. But it goes further. AI estimates your salary range by cross-referencing your background with global market data using benchmarking and compensation band analysis. Before you even start negotiating, the AI has already set the ceiling for what you'll be offered. So, next time you apply for a job, remember, the first person you meet isn't a person at all. It's an algorithm making cold, mathematical decisions that shape your career from the shadows. Let's talk about your real boss. No, not the person in the corner office, but the silent AI supervisor tracking every move you make. Welcome to the world of workplace monitoring. Every time you open an app, switch a tab, or even pause while typing, AI records it. These systems generate a productivity score, a single number that might determine your next promotion or your risk of being replaced. You might be skeptical, how much can AI really see? The answer, almost everything. Advanced computer vision can scan your posture, analyze your attention through webcam snapshots, and even detect micro-movements that signal fatigue. In many companies, AI is quietly checking if you're present sometimes, without you ever knowing when. Now, let's get technical for a second. Predictive analytics and behavioral biometrics. Predictive analytics lets the AI forecast which employees might miss deadlines, while behavioral biometrics tracks unique typing patterns or voice tone shifts to spot stress or frustration. These algorithms don't just watch, they anticipate your next move. But here's where it gets personal. Some AIs calculate an employee risk score based on job hopping, late-night activity, and low engagement signals. You don't see this score, but it can shape your future, from project assignments to layoffs. Isn't it unsettling to realize you're being constantly evaluated by a digital observer? Every second of your workday feeds data to a system that never blinks, never forgets, and never stops predicting. The real boss isn't just watching, it's already deciding your value. You might think you're working alone, but there's a silent team of algorithms right beside you, speeding up your daily grind. AI isn't just assisting, it's a digital workforce, quietly completing tasks before you even get started. From writing reports to scheduling meetings, AI handles the boring, repetitive stuff so fast, you'll miss it if you blink. Let's break it down. Natural language generation, which is the tech behind tools that polish your emails and generate meeting summaries. And robotic process automation software, robots that file documents or batch reports in milliseconds. Your job shifts from doing the task to checking the AI's work. Now, you might wonder, is that really me writing that perfect email? Honestly, probably not. AI drafts, formats, and sometimes even replies to emails based on your habits and tone using predictive text models. Scheduling, too, is managed by calendar AIs that analyze your peak productivity windows and time zone differences so your meetings magically appear at the best time. The AI doesn't stop there. It identifies data errors, duplicate entries, missing values, off-format dates, and fixes them instantly using pattern recognition. Entire departments once needed to clean up this mess. Now, the AI does it in seconds. So, next time your inbox feels manageable, or your presentation looks flawless in minutes, remember, you've got a digital colleague working overtime, one that never needs a coffee break. Every message you send at work, whether to a customer or a coworker, might look human. But more than ever, it's co-authored by AI. Welcome to algorithmic communication. Chatbots using natural language processing now handle initial customer queries, analyzing not just the words typed, but the emotion behind them, to choose the best reply before looping in a human. Let me ask you, have you ever gotten an email that felt strangely perfect? AI-powered writing assistants are behind the scenes, adjusting tone, auto-formatting, correcting errors, and even translating messages on the fly. The secret ingredient? Sentiment analysis algorithms that detect if a message is angry, confused, or enthusiastic, and then optimize the response for maximum effectiveness. Now, you might wonder, is this helpful or creepy? Think about this. Your company might use these insights to spot unhappy customers or stressed employees before situations escalate. Messages become a form of early warning system, emotionally intelligent, but not always transparent. Beyond customer service, internal communication is also shaped by AI. Modern writing tools suggest replies, track action items, and ensure that every announcement or summary reflects the company's preferred tone. Over time, your own style can fade into the background, replaced by the persuasive, measured voice of the algorithm. In this new era, AI isn't just fixing your grammar. It's shaping what your company says, how it says it, and even who gets to speak. You're not just sending messages for your company. AI is sending messages for you. You might think your boss assigns your projects, but the truth? AI is managing the workflow, deciding what lands on your to-do list, how urgent it is, and how soon it needs to be done. This is the era of automated project management, where algorithms use skills matching and predictive scheduling to distribute work across the team. Picture this. As soon as you finish one task, the AI reviews your skills, checks your recent activity, and assigns your next job. If you're overloaded, it might shift tasks to someone else, no questions asked. Deadlines aren't personal, they're calculated using time series analysis, comparing your speed to historical patterns and industry averages. Ever notice how large projects break down into micro-tasks with crystal-clear dependencies? That's task decomposition in action, handled by project management AIs that map out every step for maximum efficiency. The result? Managers often just rubber stamp what the AI recommends. But it's not just about work allocation. AI tracks who's the reliable one, who gets creative assignments, and who's at risk of burning out or falling behind. These insights feed into performance evaluations, promotions, and even layoffs, all without you ever seeing the data. So, while your workday feels organic, it's actually shaped by algorithmic precision. AI is quietly orchestrating everything, from your next task to your next career move. Ever wondered why your office workflow feels smoother than ever? Hidden behind the scenes are AI-driven process engines. Think Zapier AI, Power Automate, and make connecting apps, triggering actions, and erasing repetitive friction. These automation bots are the glue holding your digital workplace together. Your email inbox isn't just a mailbox anymore. It's a battleground for smart filters, powered by machine learning and behavioral analytics that decide what's important, what gets flagged, and what should be suppressed. The AI learns from your habits and gradually takes over your priorities, often before you realize it. Let's talk about calendar intelligence. Tools like Clockwise and Motion analyze your focus habits and fatigue rhythms using time series data to build your optimal workday. They don't ask for your opinion, they just rearrange for efficiency. The result? Meetings, breaks, and deep work blocks are mathematically optimized, not humanly negotiated. AI doesn't stop there. Compliance bots monitor for mistake patterns like missing attachments or wrong data formats and block errors before you can make them. Every nudge or suggestion you see, "Finish this task before noon, would you like to focus now?" is designed through behavioral science nudges to shape your routine. Here's the reality. You think you control your workflow, but AI has already designed the blueprint. Your job is more optimized, but it's also more prescribed by an invisible process engine you never get to argue with. Let's take a hard look at office surveillance. Today's productivity tools, Time Doctor, ActiveTrack, Microsoft Productivity Score aren't just monitoring what you do, they're scoring you. Every keystroke, tab switch, and minute of idle time feeds into a real-time productivity rating, all built on behavioral analytics and pattern recognition. Your value is measured in data points, not gut feelings. You might be thinking, does my webcam see more than I realize? The answer, yes. AI-enabled video calls on Zoom or Teams can detect micro-expressions, tiny shifts in your face, using emotion analytics to flag stress, fatigue, or disengagement. Some companies use this to predict burnout before you feel it. Your webcam isn't just a camera, it's an emotional sensor. Now, let's talk about key logging and attention heat maps. These systems analyze typing pauses, copy-paste patterns, and even which apps you use most. With enough data, AI can forecast when you'll miss a deadline or when your energy dips mid-afternoon. It's like having a digital twin, one that knows your habits better than you do. But it gets heavier. AI ranking systems quietly influence promotions, layoffs, and project assignments based on performance scores you'll never see. Employee risk profiles, statistical forecasts of who will resign, underperform, or violate policy can determine your fate before you even know you're in trouble. So here's the ethical dilemma. AI promises safety and productivity, but it also blurs the line between support and surveillance. The new office reality is, clear managers don't just manage you. Algorithms manage your data, your reputation, and your future. Meetings used to be messy, unpredictable, and sometimes a waste of precious time. But have you noticed how they're suddenly more efficient, almost like they're choreographed? That's because AI is quietly running the show. Tools like Google Calendar AI or Clockwise scan your energy levels, past meeting habits, and collaboration networks to schedule meetings before you even realize a slot has opened up. Agendas aren't just written by managers anymore. Collaboration AIs like Notion AI and Autopilot analyze emails, meeting notes, and unresolved tasks to generate talking points and priorities. You walk in thinking it's a standard meeting, but the topics have been shaped by AI for maximum impact. During the meeting, AI note-takers think Zoom AI, Companion, or Otter AI transcribe everything, detect who's engaged, and track who dominates conversations. It's not just a record, it's a live analysis of your team's dynamics. The AI even generates the official summary, choosing what's important and what gets glossed over. That summary? It's read by everyone and shapes future decisions far more than the raw transcript ever will. You might be thinking, is my input really being heard? AI systems assign action items and estimate deadlines based on your reliability score and past performance. They flag conflicts and monitor for emotional tension, sometimes alerting HR before anyone even notices a problem brewing. So, who's the real moderator? Increasingly, it's the AI redirecting discussions, suggesting next steps, and even influencing who should be promoted or moved to new teams. Meetings aren't just optimized, they're algorithmically orchestrated, with you and your team playing along on a stage you didn't build. So, after all we've uncovered, let me ask you, do you really know who or what you're working for? Because in today's workplace, The lines between human effort and machine intelligence have blurred. Every click, every message, every meeting AI is quietly observing, optimizing, and orchestrating your experience. You might be thinking, is this all a bit exaggerated? But trust me, the reality is even more pervasive than you realize. AI runs hiring, automates your tasks, shapes your communications, and even predicts your next big move. It's the hidden employee, the invisible boss, and the silent architect of your workday. Where does this leave us? On one hand, there's unprecedented efficiency and productivity. On the other, a loss of agency, privacy, and sometimes even creativity. The very tools designed to help us work better are also designing how we work, who we work with, and what we become. So here's my challenge. Don't just work in the office. Work to understand the office. Ask questions about the systems behind the scenes. Seek transparency. If we want a future where technology empowers rather than controls, it starts with awareness. Thanks for tuning in. If you learned something new about the secret life of AI in your workplace, share this episode, subscribe, and let me know what surprised you the most. The conversation doesn't end here. Until next time, keep your eyes open. You never know who or what is really running the show.